Welcome again, and this is such a special episode. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sort of experience. I have the privilege of sitting here today with Mr. DaCosta McDonald. And what is so peculiar, what is so special is that he is, you will not believe it when you see he is 104 years old. Welcome, Mr. McDonald.
Thank you.
Welcome. Firstly, what I want you to tell us a bit about where you grew up. Tell us way back where you grew up and where you spent your early years.
Well, actually, I was born in Grenada. Sortes, Grenada.
Sortes?
Yeah.
Sortes, okay. All right.
My father was called Mr. McDonald.
Yes.
And my mother, Seraphine. Well, my father died in 1934, when I was 16. And my mother died in 1960 in Grenada. Yeah, so 30th of August this year will make me 105.
You'll be 105 this August here.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Right. And you tell us about your mom. Your mom passed?
Passed in 1960.
1960.
Yeah.
Righty.
And my old man died in 1934.
Right, when you were 60. So you came to Trinidad in 1941.
Yeah.
Right. Which part in Trinidad you came to? Point?
Point Fortin all the time.
Fortin. Right. So you spend those years in Point Fortin. So what do you like about Point? This weekend is Borrow Day in Point. So tell us what you like about Point.
I like the publicity, and it's becoming a bigger and bigger event annually. Of course, I'm not a sportsman to say to go and watch, but I like to see them on the TV, all the activities.
I'm going to come straight for the key question that I know lots of people will want to know. If you had a secret that you could share for longevity, what you would say that's secret, or secrets, what you would say that is good?
Well, I stopped eating flesh about maybe over 30 years now.
Okay. Okay.
And I take my I used to be going on the beach, taking the fresh air. Yeah. And then bathing in the seawater. And then I take garlic every morning.
Right. One clove?
One clove, you chip it, drink it with
and eat it raw.
And eat it raw. Drink a glass of water, a half glass of water.
Yeah.
But one thing, I don't forget my warm water in the morning.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, before I go out to take my fresh air. I get up all around 4 o'clock in the morning and take some fresh air.
Still, every day, more or less?
Every morning. If I don't, I've lost something.
Right.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that this, a health lecturer said that when you take in the warm water in the morning, just put two pinches of baking soda.
Okay.
Because very often the water is acid.
Right.
And the soda neutralizes the acid.
The acid, yes.
Yeah. But warm water, not hot. Every morning. And I think these are the things that help me in my longevity.
Right, okay, that's amazing. And we have true alkaline water. That's how you do alkaline water. They're selling that now, they're selling that for big money.
Yeah.
Alkaline water, so we have that there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So your years in Point, so you spent so after you came from Grenada and you came to Point, you spent all that time in Point?
1941.
1941.
And I began working for Shell, then UBOT, from 1941 to 1967.
Right.
26 years. Yeah.
Okay. What area of Shell?
The refinery.
Right. So what was your role there?
Well, a gauger.
A gauger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A gauger. Gauger has to do.
Well, measuring oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Transferring oil.
Right.
When the ships come in.
Yeah.
When the ships come in, you check you take the gauge, the tank. sometimes they take 80,000 barrels or 90,000 barrels. You know, whether British and American ships. And the like.
Nice. And I understand you still go into your garden every day?
I would say garden, the yard. In my
yard.
Yeah.
You go into your
Because
yard.
I get up in the morning and I take, banana, but anyway, this morning what I took was Quaker oats.
Okay, yeah.
But raw, you know.
Yes.
Put it in the blender and then I put the
banana.
And some dates.
Dates, yeah.
Some dates and almond milk. Somebody said getting up in the morning and taking some deep air of oxygen.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
It promotes life.
Yes.
Long life.
Yes.
When I was a boy at school, all around 8 years and 10 years, all around 28, I'm talking about, you know. 20s. Yeah. My school teacher as a boy, like, you know, she used to tell us, fresh air to breathe, pure water to drink, good food to eat, exercise and rest, and of course the sunlight. Fresh
air, warm water.
Yeah.
Your garlic.
Yeah.
No meat.
No meat.
Yeah, no meat for all those years.
Yeah.
And
fruits.
And fruits. Yes.
Yeah.
And fruits. And when you were growing, did you do like a lot of sports? Cricket, football?
Well, I was never a sportsman, but I used to play as a boy cricket. As you know, wind ball cricket.
Right,
making your coconut bat.
Yeah.
as boys, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. But I never played any big. I never played any big cricket games or so.
Right.
Other than going and watch and taking a walk and, you know.
You were telling us before we started shooting. Before we started recording about these greats that passed away at 96 and 99. Tell us about some of these people that you were recalling.
Oh yes, Mr. Gorbachev was the president of Russia.
Gorbachev, yeah.
Yeah, in the 1970s, 1960s or so. Later than that, maybe about 1970 or so, when Stalin and all this other died out,
right.
And Khrushchev. So Winston Churchill.
Yeah, yes, that's the British.
I remember when the Germans, Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler's Air Force was bombing London constantly, night and day.
Yes.
So Winston was the only man standing up there who stood up against Hitler, you know. And after he said, never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
Yeah.
So Winston Churchill.
So that time, that was the Second World War. That was in around
1939, 1945.
39 to 45.
Yeah.
So where you were in Trinidad at that time?
At that time, because I came in 41.
Right. Yes, you're right. So you came like in the middle of that.
Yeah.
That's when that war started. And what was the effect that had? What do you remember about Trinidad particularly?
Well, Trinidad, it was hard time for the people. You had food and stuff. People had to use more local stuff,
right.
Like breadfruit and ground provision and stuff. German submarines were all over the place.
Okay.
Hunting down British shipping and American shipping. Yeah, so you couldn't go. You couldn't get anything from Canada or United States or so, because the German submarines were sinking the ships.
I understand that though you're 104 now, soon to be 105.
Yeah.
And I heard at 102, you were driving. You were driving at 102?
Yeah, all around there.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's just beautiful all at the same time. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff. We checked your pressure earlier. Well, you checked your own pressure.
Yeah.
And his pressure is 120/69. So obviously diet and the fresh air and all
the
those
fresh
things
air
that
and
you're
everything.
doing, it definitely help.
Yeah, they help.
Good.
All these things help.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So now, let's as we wrapping up in a little bit. But tell me, you have lots of facts, lots of information inside there, and you were telling us about the Queen that passed recently. So how do you get your news? Do you still read the papers? Do you listen to the radio?
No, well, on the news.
Yes,
Because for instance, Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1926. Mrs. Thatcher was born in 1925.
Right.
Queen Elizabeth's husband was born 1923, and he died recently at 99.
99, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she died at 96.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a good history lesson here. We could take some good notes from this. In terms of your religious beliefs.
Seventh-day Adventist.
You're a Seventh-day Adventist. So he's a Seventh-day Adventist. And he follows a no-meat diet. He believes in the power of garlic
Another good
warm water.
And healthy living again.
And healthy living.
Is to keep the Sabbath.
So my last question. So we have seen lots over the 30 plus.
Yeah.
Yes, you've seen a lot over that time.
Yeah.
And the world has changed, I guess.
Has changed a lot.
Has changed.
Yeah,
if you had to go back a few years and change one thing that you think should not have been changed, what do you think that might be?
Well, my greatest concern now is crime.
Right.
Because in those days, in my day, a few years back, even Trinidad here, all around the 60s and 50s, you could have left. I used to be living in Tiche, and people used to leave their house open, go to Port of Spain and come back. But after about say in the 1960s, everything changed.
Yeah.
Crime here and guns there, and tell you, it's terrible.
Yeah, we all wish we could.
Yeah, so I think all around I would say the 1950s and the 1960s were good times.
Excellent. Well, I thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
And your wisdom, and your strength at 100.
Well, of course, my legs are not too plumb these days.
That's good.
Kind of
Yes.
wobbly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any message you want to share? Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Well, I haven't anything much to say other than trust in God, because we haven't got much time again. All the events now show that Jesus is coming soon. So be ready to meet him. That is all I have to say. Trust in God and do the right.